Here we go then, back into the boxing action at Contenders 29. We've got Ciran Branningon out of the LS20 in the red corner with the white shorts and the grey boxing boots. And his opponent, the very popular Farys fighting of a local elite gym, also wearing white shorts but with the white boots. And he gets straight on the jab, Dean. I've heard a lot of good things about Farys, so let's see if they're justified in his 3 2-minute rounds of boxing action at 64 kilos.
Brannigon's a tough customer. He's got great footwork. He fires from the hip, so it makes it very difficult to see where those punches are coming from. Difficult to time. But wow, look at that work.
Great movement from Farys. Head movement, a stiff jab as well. Rock the head back of Ciran Branningon. As Farys sets about proving what people are saying about him is true.
Right, skipping out of range, keeping the hands nice and high, looking for that right hand. Nice head work. I love the way he puts a shot on the end of it. Big overhand right, shooken off by Branningon.
That is some beautiful head movement and rolling, isn't it, Dean? And then putting the shot as well on the end of it. High-level boxing there from Farys.
Yeah, a lot of boxers make the mistake of using great footwork and head work, but don't put anything on the end of it. No shots, you know, but we're seeing Raya do that perfectly. Went to the body in that instance. Nice jab, slipped to the right side here.
Again, constantly moving, dipping, moving the head, not presenting a static target for Branningon, who, to be fair, is also moving well. Always wonder about the dynamic as well of boxing in a cage, because I'm almost certain that these guys will be sparring and training in a ring. And obviously when you get in a cage, things are a bit different.
Yeah, you can see Branningon looked as kind of like the elasticity from the cage to spring back, like a rope-a-dope, but it just wasn't there. And in turn, he ended up walking onto a barrage of punches from Raya. So, yeah, that's what he's got to do, though. He's got to circle when his back gets against the cage.
That's good work from Ciran Branningon. Nice boxing. Angling off, circling away. As we come to the end of this first round here at Contenders 29. I hope you're enjoying the action live around the world. It is on the hashtag Contenders29. Let us know what you think. End of the first round, Dean. Some high-level boxing here at Contenders. 64 kilos boxing action. Contenders 29, Marquis, Dean Midhat. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Wherever you're watching, you hope that you're enjoying these prelims. And the main card later on is not to be missed as Farys gets straight back on the front foot, Dean.
Right now, a little bit more insistent. We're staying in front of his opponent. He's trying to cut him off and land these shots. Not allowed Branningon to dance around on the outside.
I think, as you said in the break in the corners, Dean, the problem with Branningon is he's not really landing enough to. And here we see he's trying a flurry, but again, not many of them land. But that's what he needs, Dean. He's got to start to land shots of his own as Raya presses forward.
Yeah, he's got to go to the body as well. He's also got to use fakes and feints. If he was to fake the jab and read where the head movement goes of Raya and then mount an offense off that, he could have some success there.
The story of this fight really so far has been Raya taking the centre of the cage and pushing Branningon back, who's been using excellent movement there, as we saw again, angling off and getting back to the centre of the cage. It's Raya who's coming forward. And that, you'd think, is going to catch the eye of our judges here. Epic Studios in Norwich, and again Raya comes forward. Let's see Branningon mount some sustained offence of his own.
Well, the difference in that defence there when he's moving back is he's moving back, but he's not offering any offence off of it. But when you look at Raya, if he needs some punches here, Raya always puts something on the end of the head movement. He's always making sure he eludes the punches and then counters with something. You know, whereas Brannigan's just moving back and out of range, he's not landing as he moves back.
But that flurry was maybe the best action from Branningon of the fight. He certainly caught Raya swings a big right hand, like a wrecking ball.
And the style as well of Raya is very technical, a lot of movement, which in turn takes a lot out of the gas tanks. This is going to test the endurance of Raya. Can he keep this pace up throughout this fight?
You hear the corner says, finish strong, last 10 seconds. Raya pressing forward. And there we go, end of round 2. This fight is flying by, Dean, and that's because it's high-level action. Very Dan overheady, just checking the cage door is locked. And we are ready for the third and final round here. Farys, Ciran Branningon putting on some high-level boxing for you all watching around the world. And here we go, round 3.
Right, again, looking to establish the jab early on. Nice circular movement here. He's got to put punches on the end of that movement there.
Nice work from Branningon. As he looks like he's warming to his task now, settling down, getting comfortable in there, looking to flow.
Raya's slowed down a little bit, you know, it could be because of the gas tank, or he's just really thinking about landing these shots. He's got to look to his autonomous system and let it flow like we saw in the first round.
I think he's maybe struggling a bit with the movement of Branningon. As I say, Brannigan's now getting loose, he's switching stances, he's angling, he's using fantastic head movement. And maybe, as you say, Raya's starting to get a little bit frustrated.
Branningon putting some more punches in here, more volume from him. And after he moves as well, I like the way he's swinging those looping punches in, just to deter Raya from throwing those counter shots.
Great movement from both guys. There's old boxing saying that someone can move well, they can have a shower without getting wet. And that's the sort of thing we're seeing here. Both guys moving well. There's not been that many punches landed.
Branningon with some very, very nice elusive footwork here. He's putting punches, jabs, he's measuring distance. Nice right hand there from Branningon. Much more cleaner technique here for his style we're seeing in this third round.
Yeah, Raya's struggling to land now. Branningon is on his horse, dancing, he's moving. This is the sweet science. It's still very, very close. You sense that Raya's got one big surge in him. And there you go, a nice left hook from Raya. Turned, though, by Branningon. And what action this is here at Contenders.
We've seen a very technical boxing battle here unfold. Branningon's doing a great job of using measuring sticks to deter Raya from planting that front foot, using the power hand.
Big right hand from Raya.
That's what Raya's got to start to do, and that's what Branningon was trying to stay away from the duration of that round. You saw him use the jabs, the footwork, and he was trying to stop Raya from planting those feet and landing those big overhand punches.
After 3 hard-fought rounds, we have a split decision. Your winner, in the blue corner, let's hear it for Farys, Raya! And give it up for Ciran Branningon.